Oh, sorry.
You're all good. All right.
I mean, all right. A1 minus 2 isn't so bad, right? That's not so bad.
So what you're seeing here is Magic competitor Dylan Daughtry stacking his deck and doing a terrible job at it, might I add. And I have a lot to say about it. Hey guys, Tony here with the Kaladesh Express, and today we're going to talk about cheating and why this particular case of cheating is getting so under my skin. I don't use a lot of words like hate on my channel because I'm not a hateful dude. I try not to be an angry dude, you know? But this particular case of cheating is just getting really under my skin, and I really want to talk about it. If you didn't know, you probably don't because this is kind of a local issue. At a store called Charlie's Collectibles Show a couple weekends ago, a man named Dylan Daughtry was caught cheating. He was caught stacking his deck against his round 1 opponent. This is not the first time that Dylan Daughtry has been caught cheating or stacking his deck. As a matter of fact, I have an entire page of things to talk about of him cheating in different capacities. But I'm going to kind of speed through this because I really want to get to the main Charlie's Collectibles Show thing. But before I get into that, I do want to say why this is frustrating me so much. Me and Dylan are both in the military. We spent at least 6 years apiece in the military. Maybe spent 5. I don't really remember. But we both were in the military, and we both talked about integrity a whole bunch since being out. We have had many conversations about the things we enjoyed about the military and things we didn't enjoy about the military. And one of the things that we both agreed on is we love the integrity and the trust you can build with your comrades in arms. The other reason this bothered me so much is because I have played against Dylan in RCQs and 5Ks and have been knocked out by him. And now I'm calling into question, is that because I played bad, or is that because Dylan cheated? And did I just waste $60+ on these event entries because I got paired up against him, or am I just not that good? And the honest answer is it's probably in the middle. I'm not the best Pioneer player or Modern player in the world, but I'm definitely not bad enough to lose to Dylan every time I play him in an event. Dylan is a guy from my local game store, and I play against him regularly. I beat him regularly, but every time we enter a major event, I end up losing to him to the same decks that we've been practicing with or playing in our FNMs or whatever. And it felt weird to me. And he's got caught now, and I really want to talk about this. But first, let's talk about his history of cheating. Dylan has been caught cheating at least 4 events that I have personally attended. The first one was a Wasteland RCQ. By the way, I'm going to talk about a bunch of game stores here by name, and they're all from Georgia. You should check them all out. They're really good local game stores, and I approve of all of them. The first time I was at an event with Dylan, there were rumors of him cheating. I didn't actually get paired up against him on this one. This was an RCQ, and many people were coming around. There was a lot of whispers about a guy cheating, some of them by name, some of them not by name, but it was Dylan. That's who they were talking about. The first time that I had interaction with Dylan cheating was an RCQ up at Meeple Madness here in Georgia, and he was playing a Villamachus combo deck. And one thing you'll notice about cheaters, they love to play combo decks because it makes it much easier to pull the cheat off. You just need 1 or 2 pieces in addition to your opening hand to do your combo. So that's typically what they'll do. They'll play combo decks. Anyway, he was playing Villamachus combo. If you don't know what Villamachus combo is, it is you neoforming away a 6-cost creature that you've delved out into Villamachus to attack and then look for extra turn spells, which effectively makes you win the game. There's no real way out of it unless you have a bunch of flying blockers and you can withstand so many attacks from Villamachus. It doesn't really matter. It's a combo deck that goes for extra turns and wins. He was able to get both a delve creature, the correct amount of lands, and a neoform in hand both times he played, which feels really weird. You only have 4 neoforms in hand. You have 8 targets for your neoform. Like, you should miss some of the time. And when we played at FNMs, he would miss. But when we played at the RCQ, he wouldn't. I think he top 8'd that one, which felt, again, to me and the guy I was talking to, who also frequents our local game store, we both found it weird that he had got the combo so many times. But yeah, that was that event. Then there was the first time Dylan got caught. Super Games. Super Games Inc. is our local game store. Both me, Dylan, and pretty much everyone else I talked to or you've seen on the channel, that's our local game store. It was a Pioneer RCQ. It was round 2, and Dylan got caught for stacking. He was called outside. I remember it being a whole big thing, and he was effectively kicked out at that point and told he needed to clean his act up. It was effectively a warning, a loss for the event and a warning. He could still come back to this door. No one was like too hard on him, but he messed up. It was arguable that he didn't do it on purpose at that point, for the stacking, but like I knew what it was. I didn't say anything, but because he was already out of the event, but I knew what it was. I didn't enter this one, but there was another event at Wasteland which he forgot to decide from his last round. He had cards that were generally effective against his next round opponent. He forgot to decide from his last one. It was cheating. It was just cheating. The next event he had any sort of issues was a Hawk's Nest Gaming. I was also at this event. It was a Pioneer RCQ. I didn't do well. Don't even ask. But neither did he, because he was called out at round 2. Actually, I was as well. Funny story. I forgot to switch out some of my lands that were foil for non-foils. It was whatever. It was a warning. I switched them for basics that they had there. It didn't matter. He got called out for stacking once again. And funnily enough, I actually played his opponent from the previous round in my next round, and he told me the same thing. He was like, yeah, this dude was like clearly stacking, but no one saw it, so there was nothing I could do. I had to take the loss on that one. He got to progress on forward. I think he top 8'd that one as well. Finally, Dylan did get an RC invite, winning an RCQ. He went way out of town to go do so, somewhere way in South Georgia. Got his RCQ invite and is now preparing to go to the Pioneer RC. It's fantastic for him. And now we're in Modern season. The first Modern RCQ he went to, as far as to my knowledge, he was DQ'd, and this is what you know. This is the Charlie's Collectible Show DQ that we're going to talk about in far more depth momentarily. Alright, so let's get into the Charlie's Collectible Show cheat. So we're going to start with the original post that brought this to my attention, because again, I wasn't at the Charlie's Collectible Show event that Dylan got caught at. I really wish I had been, but I wasn't. The first thing that brought this to my attention was this post made on Facebook in the Atlanta Magic group. It reads as follows: if this post isn't allowed, take it down, but I take this game seriously and we should all stand in integrity to make other players aware when cheating happens. According to other local grinders, this is his second or third time getting DQ'd for the same offense. And then he posts a picture that looks like this. Again, I'm going to be doing some blurring, so it's going to look kind of ugly. I'm sorry. But it's caught stacking the deck in round 7 playing Tybalt's Trickery. His name is Dylan. And I don't want to go through all the comments, but there are some key ones that I think are kind of important. There is a man named Joshua here who states, I was the judge that DQ'd him for the same thing at Super Games last RCQ, the one I had mentioned in the video. I debated on posting it here back when it happened, but I decided not to in hopes that he would have learned his lesson. Name is Dylan Daughtry. There's some comments underneath him telling him that the judge was wrong for this, but I don't think so. A guy named Tony says, on camera you can even hear the card being added to the top of the deck. Unreal. Yes, this is Dylan Daughtry, and he's a regular at Super Games where I also play regularly. Thank you for posting this clip. Oh, it's Tony, I know that guy. I was his round 7 of opponent, the one he got DQ'd versus, and I'll confirm this is him. There is no doubt that this was Dylan cheating. The video proves it, and I absolutely just hope that we can take some action against it. If you are a Wizards employee or someone with any authority to decide who gets permanently banned from an event, Dylan Daughtry is a guy who absolutely does deserve this kind of punishment. He has cheated a myriad of times. He has shown a lack of character and ability to play the game in a manner that is befitting someone trying to enter the Pro Tour. He has an RC invite at the moment, and I think that he should be banned from that RC. He did not earn it. I don't think anyone who knows him would say that he did earn it, and it would be a shame to your event if he played in it. And that's really all I wanted to say on the matter. If you're a Wizards employee, again, feel free to reach out if you want any more pertinent details. And if you have any other stories about cheaters that you want me to cover that's local, I love blasting cheaters on this channel. I said I don't hate anything, and I'm right. I don't hate anything, but I do love exposing people who are ruining the game for the rest of us. Some of us are really out here trying in these RCQs and these 5Ks. You know, I don't think Magic is a great way to grind for money, but if you are, I don't think people like Dylan should be taking that opportunity away from you by just blatantly ruining your opportunity. So if you have any cheaters that you know that you want me to talk about, please go ahead and DM me. I'm also going to leave my Twitter in the bio. I don't normally leave my Twitter, but I'm going to go ahead and leave my Twitter in the description, so go ahead and check that out. If you have anything you want to send me, send that on over. And also, I don't normally ask people to subscribe, but if you wouldn't mind, I'd love you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, or if you got anything out of this, or if this was at all cathartic for you. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and hope you don't run into any cheaters.
Draw 3. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. Then I play Magic Force. which allows me to play Pot of Greed once again to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.